Because we don't get word back to say, hey, we're still working on this. It's almost as if you dropped the ball.
Cleveland families still waiting for answers that may never come, say more needs to be done to close unsolved murder cases in the city. Sadly, Cleveland is once again on pace for more than 100 homicides this year. So these families turn to 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis for answers. And Joe, they say change is needed in the Cleveland Police Department.
Rob, the families you're about to meet are demanding the city of Cleveland live up to its promise of 1,700 officers and 23 detectives in the homicide unit by the end of the year, hoping their murder cases will finally be solved.
Tragically, the unsolved homicide cases in Cleveland are stacking up.
I don't know what's going on, that that all these murders are going unsolved, but this is not okay.
We have D'Angelo Smith. We have Curtis DeBose. We have Lyric Lawson.
D'Angelo Smith killed in March at East 93rd and Parmalee. The case unsolved. 16-year-old Andre Bello III fatally shot on April 24th at West 97th and Loretta. The case unsolved. And just 2 weeks ago, 6-year-old Lyric Lawson shot and killed after more than 20 shots were fired into her East 171st Street home. The case unsolved. Families say more homicide detectives are desperately needed.
Either hire more or pay them the overtime, but something has to happen. Every day, every minute, we're having additional homicides in Cleveland.
We need more people in a homicide unit. We need more people in sex crimes.
Cleveland Councilman Michael Polensek says the city has failed to meet its goal in hiring 1,700 officers and 23 homicide detectives, saying there are only 13 homicide detectives in action. That the city is barely able to graduate enough cadets to replace the 80 to 100 officers retiring annually. Plus, he says residents need to be more involved in reporting tips in these unsolved cases.
Come on, I've seen the police reports where there's 7, 8 people standing there watching a homicide. Nobody says anything?
Still, Black on Black Crime Incorporated believes there are not enough homicide detectives to handle the caseload.
Even if you blow the whistle, nothing happens. There's no follow through. Why is there such a disconnect that the families aren't being listened to?
And News 5 made multiple calls to Cleveland Police Headquarters about police staffing levels on the streets and in the homicide unit, but we're still waiting for a response. Live in the newsroom, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis.